Hello and welcome to the Recommended Podcast. My name is Ryker and this is my co-host, Brenden.
Oh my God, we're back again.
Oh yeah? Really feeling is that what you did this week? Well, I wasn't around.
No.
It's cracked into the old NSYNC vault there, or was that Backstreet Boys?
Backstreet Boys.
Sorry. Eat poopy.
Oh yeah,
I'm sorry.
What is this?
I'm sorry, I don't have my boy bands locked up.
Yeah, you should.
I guess nobody's going to listen to me
They would have
now.
been raging back in this time period, though.
That is true. 96. We are talking about the movie Twister today.
Twister.
And in case you haven't listened to the podcast before, we talk about movies, TV, and entertainment media.
Oh my God, he said it again. Entertainment media.
I hate saying it, but I know it makes Brenden laugh every time I say it. So, yeah. So we're talking about Twister because I picked this movie a couple of reasons. I haven't watched Twister since Twister came out. I think I saw Twister in theaters because my dad took me to everything and made me watch like any movie. So at 7 years old, I probably have already seen The Evil Dead and like all of the old horror movies that existed because I was a tortured soul and
That's fascinating to me.
Better for it
that he took you to see this movie at 7.
But yeah, they took me to like see whatever. Like if they wanted to go see a movie, I saw that movie.
True.
And yeah, I think it's been like probably when the movie came out, like on VHS, they probably bought it, and that's the last time I watched it. And I keep saying, so VHS is a thing for anybody that was born in the 2000s.
Yeah.
That was it's a rectangular shaped item that went into a VCR. A VCR is a thing that played VHS.
It's weird that I feel like that. I don't feel like it's crazy for you to have to explain that, but you never know.
It was the it was the DVD of the time. I'm sorry, it was the Blu-ray of I'm sorry, it was the 4K.
It was the streaming service.
It was the
time.
Netflix of the time. That's what she did. I got to like describe a thing using another thing at this point. But yeah, before we get into Twister, I picked Twister for the fact that I haven't seen it in a long time, and there's a new Twister movie coming out, and I can't tell from any of the advertising for it. Is it a remake? Is it a reboot? What is it?
I don't think it's okay. So I have watched. This is coming from someone who has literally seen the image where they were like Twisters coming to theaters.
Is it called Twisters too?
Yeah. So
okay.
the only fact I know about this movie is that it's called Twisters, plural, instead of Twister.
It also has Glen Powell in it, so that's 2 for you.
Yeah. So I guess I do know 2 things, but I will say that I don't think it's meant to be like a remake or. I don't think it's meant to be any of those things that you said.
But when I watched the trailer,
it just has the same font.
It looked like the same scenes. Like they were inside of like a hangar-esque thing.
It's a movie about a fucking tornado. What do you think is like? What are they gonna do? What are they gonna do? The tornado. Oh no, there's more than one.
They showed me multiple tornadoes and a cow flying.
By the way, there are also multiple tornadoes in this movie. At the same time, they're sisters.
I'm going to play that trailer for you later, and I want you to apologize publicly if I'm wrong that the scenes aren't exactly the same.
No, I just meant that I don't feel like there's a lot of no. I just don't feel like there's a lot of things that you're going to be able to do with the idea. Oh my God! They hide in a barn. They hide in a supermarket. They hide in what? We're just hiding.
So you're saying you couldn't possibly make a new story out of having storm chasers? You have to show all the same things.
I feel like to some extent, yes.
So then it should be a reboot, like a remake of the movie.
I don't know if it's a reboot of anything. I think it's just like, oh, these are some storm chasers. They're doing it today instead of in 96.
And they used the same scenes from the previous movie. I got you.
Whatever. It doesn't matter.
So before we get into the movie, I always like to ask, because I want to have people know why they should listen to our opinions. After last week, though, I don't know if I want to do this with you.
You don't, because it's going to get worse.
What did you watch this week other than Twister?
All right, so what have I been watching? So again, father of 4 here. I don't get a lot of time to do the things that I want to do, and sometimes when I do get that time, it's a lot of me gaming. I don't game much, but I will say I really enjoy, and this is a good plug here because I don't think enough people know about this, but Dropout TV.
What would you say that is?
It's comedy.
I know, but would you say that is Entertainment media.
Oh, shut the hell up. It's TV. It's TV, brother. But Dropout TV, it has it in the name. Come on. Dropout TV is a subscription channel network. I don't know.
Yeah.
Ran by Sam Reich. And they have some really, really great shows on there. Game Changer is hilarious. It's a game show where the game show is different every show, and you don't know what the show is going to be about. There is Make Some Noise, which is actually an offshoot of Game Changer. There's a lot of other funny stuff on there. So I've been watching the new season of Make Some Noise is really good, and the finale of Game Changer was also really good.
Okay.
Yeah.
I watched a show that I'd never thought that I would download freebie. But
I have, because there was a couple. I think there's a couple Shreks my daughter wanted to watch on there. Yeah.
There was a movie on there that I heard about, and it was supposed to be really good. It didn't really blow my hair back, but like I think it might have been built. It might have been built up. Why do you hate the phrases that I use?
Nobody says that shit.
Yes, they do.
No, I have never heard those words in that order in my life.
I think maybe we threw up a poll this week.
Say that shit again.
Didn't blow my hair back.
It didn't blow my hair back.
Just because I have hair and you don't.
It doesn't. No, it doesn't matter. I've never heard anyone say that. I was to get a pedicure the other day. Didn't blow my hair back.
Listen here.
What?
Listen here, buzzcut. I don't want to hear it from you.
It's not about the buzzcut. I'm just saying, like, this is just a phrase I've never heard.
Type it in on. You've got a computer in front of you. Look it up.
No, I want to save my battery.
Be an adult.
We're doing 2 tonight, so
be an adult. Okay, so I watched Low Lifes.
Okay,
which was a horror, like a dark horror comedy kind of thing.
Yeah, I don't know what that is.
Yeah, I mean, I don't want to get into it too much, but it was presented as this is like amazing, like best horror movie I've seen this year, and I watched it and I was like, it was good by today's standards of horror movies, because most horror movies are kind of just trash. And now I'm sound snobby, but a lot of them kind of just suck. They just exist. They're slow. They're boring. Nothing really happens. There's like 1 or 2 jump scares, and it's just not great. It was okay, but again, it was painted as like a horror dark comedy, so it was a little bit of both. But yeah, it was okay. So that's what I watched. Actually, did that, and I think I also watched Sicario. That's something I did while I was watching. It's gonna be rough for us when we record back to back, because we're gonna run out of like, what did you watch in between? Because it's gonna be the same. This was gonna be. But yeah, that's what I did.
Can I interject just a second?
Yeah, go ahead.
So I did decide to just type into the search bar, blow my hair back.
Yeah.
Didn't blow my hair back. There was only one, and it's the first entry, and it is in the English learning subreddit.
Yeah.
It says the daily idiom.
Okay.
Is blow my hair back. And it says to amaze or excite. Okay.
Yeah.
But hold on, no. You're getting a little cocky. You're getting a little cocky.
Yeah,
Let me just put you back into your little trash can, Oscar. The top like 20, I'll read bits and pieces of what they say. It's apparently my turn to say, I haven't ever heard this before. I would say, blow me away. The next person, not one I've ever heard in the U.S. The third person, do you have citations for this being used? What region is this common in? Fourth, I've lived in several regions of the United States. I've never heard this idiom used. I don't think it's real. 5, I've also never heard this in the U.S. 6, I've never heard this before, and I'm over 60. So, you know what?
What do you... Oh, I'm sorry. You got 5 people to agree with you from Reddit.
Yeah, those are top comments. So.
That's... okay. Thank you.
All right. Didn't blow your hair back. Maybe I'll use that as part of my new review rating system.
Yeah, please do. If you can get the hell away from the Cold Stone ratings, that'd be great.
I like the like it, love it. I like the I'm feeling. I felt unwell. It didn't. Oh yeah, so it's gonna be. I feel unwell. Or this movie made me feel unwell. Then it's gonna be didn't blow my hair back, and then it's like it, love it, gotta have it. There you go. It's evolving.
I wanted to get away from like a number system, and you're making a like mishmash bullshit number system. That's what you're doing right now. That's what this is.
You're making me feel bad.
You should. Okay, get me out of here and get me to the facts about Twister.
Oh, facts?
Yeah, I want the
facts. What kind of facts though?
Just the facts, Jack.
No, what kind of facts? Do you want some slow facts?
Do you know that idiom, you jackass?
I do. I think you want some fast facts. I think you want some. Wait, I think you might want some F5 fast facts.
Yeah, I want some 80 mile per hour, 90 mile per hour, blow my hair back facts. That's what I want.
That's not even, that would even be, that'd be like an F2. That's not even good shit. All right, movie Twister. Length 1 hour and 53 minutes. Release date May 10th, 1996. Directed by John DeBont.
Oh my God.
Written by Michael Crichton and Anne-Marie Martin.
I got to tell you, I didn't know it was directed by John DeMont before.
Oh, yeah.
And then when I looked it up after, I was very upset.
Well, I think that may be where Alan Ruck comes into this movie. I could be wrong, but
I mean, that would not surprise me.
Cast. We'll just read. Well,
There were so many people in this movie.
Oh, I think I got maybe 10 here. Helen Hunt as Joe Harding. And I will mention this just because I didn't realize this. Young Joe Harding, Alexa Vega, that chick from Spy Girls. Do you know who I'm talking about?
Spy Girls?
Or Spy Kids. Oh, Spy Kids.
Okay, Spy Kids.
She's another shit, but I didn't realize she was the kid.
I didn't know that either.
Yeah,
no.
I didn't either until literally I looked at the cast.
But when you said that, I was like, am I supposed to know that name?
Not really. Like, I haven't really seen the Spy Kids movies, but I just know, like, that name is, she's around our age and is like a, I don't know, a D-listish celebrity. Like,
I thought you were going to blow my mind and say it was actually Helen Hunt. They filmed it when she was a child and they brought the movie, brought that footage back for this movie.
Bill Paxton has Bill Harding. Ooh.
By the way, we started this movie. Bill popped up and they said his name. And I was like, are you shitting me? His name is Bill. And his name is like when actors have the same name as their characters, it just doesn't sit well in my head. Like I don't know. It was very weird for me.
I said to you before we started recording, I wondered if like they accidentally called him Bill in that first scene, and then they were like, "Oh, we need to keep the take. Yeah, you're just Bill." Like, and just kept it. I don't know. That's probably not what happened.
It's the first scene they filmed. They're like, "Okay, we're rewriting the rest of the script."
Yeah,
you're Bill now.
I don't know how you say his name. I'm ashamed. Carrie Ellis as Jonas Miller. Jamie Gertz as Dr. Melissa Reeves. Lois Smith as Aunt Meg. Alan Ruck as Rabbit. Philip Seymour Hoffman as Dusty Davies. And Jeremy Davies as Lawrence. That's where I cut it off.
Can I tell you something?
Please
without you judging me too hard?
I would never.
Everybody else can, though. I didn't know that Aunt Meg's name was Aunt Meg until I rewound the movie to like find like bits and pieces, because every time they said it, I swore that they were saying Aunt May and not Aunt Meg. The only instance in which it actually sounded like Aunt Meg the first time through was later on in the movie where Bill Paxton's fiance is talking to him. She says, "I hope Meg is all right."
Yeah.
That was the only. I was like, "What?" I thought it was May, and that blew my mind.
Yeah.
I guess
I didn't do the rest of my
enunciation.
I did the rest of my bit. I should have done it. I'm sorry.
Yeah, sorry.
Budget 88 to 92 million. We need to talk about that shit.
That is a big budget.
That's a huge budget.
Do you know what that is?
What is it?
That's a third of an Independence Day.
Yeah, that is. It's a lot of money. The movie did well.
Can we rate things based off of the amount of money that Independence Day?
We can. We should. We should. Box office 241. It came in at second. Okay,
yeah.
Second.
Yeah.
So again, we talked about this last episode, the 1996. So Independence Day was 1 at 306. Twister second at 241. I mentioned a couple movies in this list, so I'll mention different ones this time. So Mission Impossible was number 3 at 181.
Mission Impossible. Oh man.
A Time to Kill was number 10 at 108. The Birdcage was number 9.
The Birdcage
at 124.
Oh god,
yeah.
I love that movie.
Yeah. And then just so I can shut up, I will say there's a little blurb I'm going to read about the movie, like a little summary. This is the best summary that we could find. And again, I don't even think of that. It's that good.
So, so we're going to get into the summary and then we'll talk about the behind the scenes stuff.
Yes.
Okay.
Sorry.
Real quick, though, I
ahead.
would like to follow up that everyone that we looked for sucked. It was terrible. So
yeah.
I'll follow up. I'll give a better synopsis if you'd like.
Okay. So the synopsis we found: storm-chasing scientists head into the heart of the most lethal tornadoes to track nature's fury in this action-packed blockbuster with Helen Hunt and Bill Paxton.
Okay.
That's it.
So yeah, that doesn't even scratch the surface of like the nonsense that goes on in this. So man with fiance goes to convince his wife to sign the divorce papers and gets dragged along on a storm chasing adventure for a 24-hour period to put their invention into the sky to save lives using a new radar system and the wacky things that happen along the way.
Is it only 24 hours?
It is a 24-hour period.
That's it?
Did you not
That
watch the
floors
movie?
me. No, I watched the movie. I thought there were multiple sunsets and sunrises.
No. What do you mean?
I definitely think
Where?
there are. So the thing that stuck out to me most prominent was when they start talking. So when they go to, oh my gosh, Wakita, that's the town, right?
Yeah.
When they go to Wakita and they save Aunt Meg,
That is the...
that's nighttime.
Yes.
And then they're like,
first
they're
instance of
saying like,
nighttime,
oh
by
my
the way.
God, there's going to be like a crazy fucking storm
Also-
and everything. And
Also,
F5.
hold on before we get too far into it.
Go ahead.
If you haven't watched the movie already, go ahead and
Oh,
pause
yeah,
this.
sorry.
Go watch the movie. We don't want to
Aunt
spoil
Meg is
spoil
fine.
much.
Don't worry about her.
Well,
She's good.
Is she? Who knows? You can if you go watch the movie right now.
That's true.
But yeah, if you haven't, go ahead and watch it. We're gonna get into talking about it. But yeah, can you explain to me though? When's the other sunsets?
Oh,
Because you said that there's multiple, but
I
there's
thought
only
there
one
was multiple.
instance.
Maybe, okay, fine. Maybe there's only one. But the thing that threw me, and I watched this movie with my wife, was like, I don't think I'm hallucinating here, but like they're in Wakita, and then like they save her, and then they're like, there's the potential for an F5, or it's gonna be coming here, or going there, or whatever. And then it's like they like. Okay, here's what I know about tornadoes.
Tell me what you know.
I know about tornadoes that they like happen and then they're done. Okay, and I mean like it's a few minute thing. But this movie, I feel like it spreads misinformation. It's like as if they fucking make it seem like that tornado has been existing like since that nighttime. Like when the end scene comes and it's during the day and that tornado is like a mile wide. Mm-hmm. It's like, oh, it's still going. First of all, if a tornado was going for that long, that tornado would be like the fuck out of there. That thing would be like 100 miles away.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
How do they catch it? Or what? I don't get that.
Listen, it's almost like this was filmed and written by not scientists.
Dude, we have
and didn't look any research.
I cannot tell you how excited I am to talk about this movie with you.
Listen, I wanted to, one thing I just want to clear up at the beginning. I picked this movie because I haven't watched this movie in a long time. And then when I started this movie and I realized that this was over a 24-hour period, because they said this is going to be a crazy...
That's insane.
They say it's going to be a crazy day. And then I watched it and I was like, that was a day. That was just a day. And I was losing my mind because I was like, no one experiences that many tornadoes. For the most part, there's like maybe 1% of the population, less than 1% of the population that will experience that many tornadoes in their lifetime. These guys did it in a single day. I will say we do get a scene at the beginning of the movie that doesn't take place on that day. It's a flashback of Jo when she's younger.
Yeah.
But that is the only instance of a different day in this movie. It blows my mind. It's nuts.
I'm laughing because I started this movie and I was watching it with my wife and my son came in. Mm-hmm. He's 7 and he came in for the beginning scene there where they run and it's an F5 tornado and they run. It's Helen Hunt when she's young and her and her mom go to the storm shelter and the dog. And then of course her dad gets sucked away by the tornado and he goes, "Oh no, where did he go?" And I said to him, "Hey man, sometimes the wind." That's not it. Shit.
Hit it with the scientist
No,
shit.
I said sometimes the wind will take you and put you down where you want to go. And they just moved him back to the house where he needed to go. And he bought it. And he's like, "Phew, okay."
Phew.
Well, I mean, I know sometimes we get tornado warnings in our town, and I don't want him to lose his shit.
Yeah.
If we hit
Dad's
one,
gonna get sucked out of the house.
Sometimes the wind just takes you and puts you down somewhere else.
You better hope that he doesn't run outside thinking like, "I'm gonna go to Disney."
Dude,
like, that's what he's gonna do. He's gonna get sucked away.
But he was very worried about her dad.
Dude, that's the best.
Yeah, it was great. But I have so much shit to talk. Oh my god.
We have a very limited amount of time to talk about it.
Let's do it.
I want to get into stuff, but I also
This is a machine gun.
I'm going to give us about a hard deadline. All right, we got 5 minutes to talk about behind the scenes stuff.
Oh my god, it's not even possible.
I know, but
it's not even possible.
We can hit some more.
I found some fantastic stuff.
I'm giving you some time to prepare for the pop quiz. That's all I'm doing. You're going to get a pop quiz, but I'm going to give you some time.
Okay.
We got like 5 minutes.
Okay, 5 minutes.
because I don't want to rush. I want to get we can start talking about other stuff.
You don't want to rush. Give me 5 minutes.
Yeah, go.
This is our best movie for facts yet.
Fast facts. Okay.
No, the fast facts are done.
Oh, damn.
Now we're to the behind the scenes.
Okay, hit me with behind the scenes then, since you got them on the.
All right, so I'll start with the boring one real quick, and then we'll get to the absolutely insane. So Philip Seymour Hoffman was quoted as saying that he took the role basically for one reason, and that is because he wanted to move back to New York from LA. So he really didn't care anything about the project. He's just like, yeah,
checks out.
And I liked him in the movie. I thought he was really funny. Okay,
food.
Yeah,
that's all I can remember from him. I
like
movie.
when he's like putting shit on her plate at Meg's house.
Oh, he is unhinged.
Yeah, he's amazing. So here's where we go off the complete fucking rails. Okay, this is true.
Okay,
I have to look at you in the eyes. Garth Brooks,
yes,
turned down the lead of this film. Now, that's where you think the fact ends.
Nope,
honey. That's not where it ends. This is where it begins. He turned down the lead of the film because the tornado was the star.
Yeah.
He turned it down because he thought he would be overshadowed by a tornado in a tornado movie.
What was...
I don't even know where to go from here. What the fuck, Garth Brooks?
What was...
Stupid move on your part, dude.
Dude, Garth Brooks is
Garth
unhinged.
Brooks.
Okay, listen. What was the name of the? Didn't he create an alter ego so he could start producing?
I didn't know. I don't have that fact. If you do,
oh my gosh,
I don't have.
Let me do a little digging.
Digging.
Garth Brooks is a lunatic, and he created like an alternate ego so that he could Chris Gaines. He created an alter ego called Chris Gaines so he could put out a rock album. So yeah, this is something that he did. He's a lunatic. And then it was like a big ploy. I think he believed that people thought that he was someone else. And that it wasn't everybody kind of thought he was joking around, but he was I think for real. He thought he was going to slide under the radar and people weren't going to know. But everybody knew, Garth. Everybody knew.
All right, I got to get back to this. We only got 5 minutes.
Sorry, I got you out of there.
All right, so a couple more. So Helen Hunt and John DeBont both left other projects to do this movie. So Helen Hunt left Broken Arrow and John DeBont left Godzilla. He was 6 months into Godzilla, apparently. So then some other just crazy shit. So Bill Paxton and Helen Hunt were temporarily blinded on set due to some lighting issues, and they required several days of eye drops and special glasses to recover.
Yeah, and John DeBont made a comment about Helen Hunt being clumsy because she bumped her head in a car, and Helen Hunt was like, "I'm clumsy. The man blinded me, and I'm clumsy. All right, that makes sense."
Yeah,
she was not happy about that.
I could see. I mean, why would anybody be happy about that? I also had some cool stuff. So DeBont allegedly pushed a camera assistant into the mud after he got in the way of a shot.
Yep, and
told the director of photography, who ended up working on Forrest Gump. I don't know if Forrest Gump was before or after this. I'm sorry. I'm ashamed to admit I don't know the answer. Anyway, he told them that the photographers were incompetent, and as a result, more than 20 camera people walked off the set.
Yeah, I also found that fact, and I'm pretty sure, and I'm confirming it now. I think Forrest Gump was before this movie, so that's what it was kind of funny because. He was saying, it was 94, Forrest Gump. So 2 years before. And he was saying that they were incompetent. So that doesn't really track. They were very competent people.
Yeah.
I did read where he was talking about, he's like, I don't remember ever calling them incompetent, I think is what he tried to play off like he never said that. He did say, I pushed over that camera person because they were they couldn't hear. And they were in the way, and they had been in the way multiple times or something like that. And they're paid a good amount to do their job correctly, and I'm not going to apologize for that.
This guy's unhinged,
dude. John DePont. When I saw that, I was like, "Are you telling me Mr. Speed directed this damn movie?" No, thank you.
Yes, he did. A couple other things. So Wakita was chosen as one of the film's main locations. As a result of there being debris left over from a big hailstorm in 1993. Yep. And many of the residents signed up to be extras, and they were paid $100 a day.
Yep.
Not bad for 96 or whenever they did it. Wakita has a museum for Twister the movie, And there's also a pinball machine in there, which was a gift from Bill Paxton.
You ever played or seen that pinball machine?
No.
The pinball machine actually has a like a giant fan on the top of it that blows on you while you're playing the movie or playing the game.
That's kind of cool.
It is. It's different. Nothing else has one like that.
What else you got? I got a couple left, but I want to see if you got other ones.
Oh, I probably have the same things you do.
So what? Let's do it.
I think the delay, a season of Mad About You was delayed because Helen Hunt was finishing shooting on this movie. They also used a Boeing jet to generate wind for this movie.
That's where I wanted to make the connection that they spent $90 million on this freaking movie. And I'm like, how does that happen? Oh, wait, you had to rent a freaking jet to make the wind?
Yeah.
Okay. That checks out.
Yeah, and there were a couple other things. I think that one of the taglines of the movie was "It sucks."
Yeah, the suck zone,
which was
which is a suck zone.
Yeah, the suck zone. They have a couple of really good. Like I almost made some of those the pop quiz and like just asking questions about like what were some of the terms they used. They used the cone of silence and the suck zone and the thumb of God and like I thought like some of the descriptors they used was pretty crazy.
Oh, see, I knew. I'm sorry, I should have did the subtitles. Yeah, are you talking about when it's the F5 or F4? F4 was the thumb of God.
No,
right?
He said I think F5 was the thumb of God.
Okay, yeah. So I didn't hear what he said. Something about God. So okay, that checks out. Any other facts? I have one that I want to end with.
No, go ahead. End with them.
Okay, so
end it.
I want us, if we can, I would love to when we're done with this, see if we can find this episode of Oprah.
Oh, yeah, I saw that too, yeah.
This is so great. I think it's amazing. All right, so when the cast was doing a media appearance for the upcoming movie Twister, they went on to the Oprah show. Okay? And this is a quote from Jamie Gertz, who plays Dr. Melissa Reeves. She says, "We come out individually, and we were talking about how tough it was to shoot the movie. We would get debris in our eyes from the wind machines, and we'd have to use eye wash. And sometimes when we were in the makeup trailer, we'd have to turn off the electricity because we were close to an electrical storm, and we didn't want to get electrocuted, and blah, blah, blah." So they do their little bit, and she takes a break for commercials. And then when she comes back, she says, "And now for survivors of real twisters." Okay? So after that bit, she brings out real people that have survived fucking tornadoes, like going over their house with them in it. And then they talk to them about how they lose their homes and go through this tragedy right after they just talked to these people who made a movie that's not real about it. And she was talking about how embarrassed she was. I just thought that was completely unhinged.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
That's nuts.
We need to find that episode of Oprah.
That's great.
I would die laughing.
That's some entertainment media we could talk about.
That is some entertainment media we could talk about.
Why television probably, but yeah, we can do that. No, I think I think
that was my favorite fact.
I think that's great. I think they could have like maybe bounced back if they would have just been like, we're really also trying to raise awareness about how nothing has really been done to further the research on twisters and and tornadoes and having these early warning systems. That's what we're trying to do in the movie. It's sad that that's not the case, and like just kind of like flipping on Oprah a little bit.
We need to talk about all this.
Yeah,
I know we got to do our quiz. But we need to talk about this.
The quiz.
Let's do the quiz.
Easy questions first. We can go a little bit faster on this one too.
Let's do it.
So that way you can talk about this.
I need to hear your takes on this too, though.
Twister. Question 1. Easy.
Okay.
What is the name of the rival Storm Chaser team's version of Dorothy?
Oh my God.
Starting out easy.
I knew you were going to ask me this.
How do you not know this?
I don't know it. I don't know it, and I'm mad about it.
You didn't want to take a guess? I love it.
Fuck.
Dude, this was an easy one. That's
I know, and I knew it in the moment. I even said to my wife, I go, he's going to ask me this. I need to know this one. And then I was like, oh yeah. And then I thought of the satellite again, which is Boss 8.
Hold on. You turned into a gangster there from the 1950s.
Yeah. But and then I know the Dorothy's. But fuck. It's like 3 letters.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Is it IMO?
No, it's not.
What is it?
It is .3.
Fucking
digital
fuck that guy.
orthographic telemeter.
Yeah. No, I always fucking miss the easy ones.
You sure
Damn
do.
it.
Question.
Damn it.
2.
Only can go up
Easy-
from here.
easy mode.
All right. Let's see.
What does Dusty say about Meg's gravy?
Oh God, hold on. Oh my God.
The silence is insane.
Oh my God.
Dude, these are the easy questions.
I know. He says like it's. Oh, I don't think this is right.
I can't
Does
wait.
he call it his own food? It's just like its own food group or something. I thought he said some mystery or it's its own food group. I don't know.
Meg's gravy is famous. It is practically its own food group.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
That was a good guess.
Suck it, Trebek. We're in.
So we got 1 for 2. I'll give you that one. There's another Dusty question.
We're cooking.
Dusty question.
Dusty.
What is the name of Dusty's bus?
The barn burner.
The barn burner.
Yeah, I knew that.
You got it.
I knew that one.
That shows up like 5 times on screen.
Yeah.
I
thought. I'm like, yeah. It's to the point now where I'm watching the movie for shit that you're going to ask me about. And I'm like, I'm in my brain. I'm like, oh, it's been on camera too many times. I don't think he's going to ask about it now because I got it. But you did.
I honestly was going to make that one of my easy questions, but then I thought, I asked a couple other people and they didn't know it. And I was
barn
like,
burner.
we'll do that.
Yeah.
Okay. This one's the second medium question.
Oh, is it trending towards hard?
And it's a little bit harder.
Okay.
A little bit.
A little bit.
What are the 2 movies showing at the Galaxy Drive-In?
Oh my God. Okay, listen to me. First of all, it's The Shining. I don't know the second one, but I fucking said to my wife, I said, "What was the other movie on that sign?" Because he's gonna ask me that.
And you didn't have a remote to
No, I
rewind
should have
it?
paused it. Ugh! I knew. I got you now. I know what you like. I know what you're looking at. I don't know the other movie.
I know what kind of
But
man
I know
you
what
are.
kind of man you are. You're right. What was the other one? It's The Shining.
A Night of Horrors. That's what the sign says. A Night of Horrors.
Yep.
The Shining and Psycho. Oh. You could have even just guessed like a horror movie.
I should have guessed. Yeah. Damn.
Hard question number 1.
Okay, so I'm 2 for 4. 2 for 4. All right.
Hard question number 1.
Yep.
What are the names of the 2 dogs in the movie? There are 2 dogs in this movie. What are their names?
Damn it.
Yeah, baby. I knew it.
I'm thinking.
Yeah, keep thinking. Let the audience catch up a little bit. I'll talk to him for a second. Brenden is currently putting his fist on his head, and he's got his head down, and he's looking into the back at his eyelids.
This shouldn't even be a hard question. Of course
It's
it is
not.
because I don't know the answer.
I just knew that it would be.
The first. Okay, does the first dog, Helen Hunt's dog, does it start with a T?
They say it about 15 times.
I know they do. Does
I'm
it start
not
with a
telling
T,
you anything.
though?
It's a hard question.
No,
You
I
told
don't.
me to suck
I'm
at
not going
Trebek
to even
earlier.
guess. I'm not
Okay.
even going to guess.
It does start with a T.
It starts with a T.
Yeah.
Yeah. What is it? What's that one?
Toby.
Toby. Damn it.
Toby.
Yeah.
They
they're
say it
yelling
like
for that.
15 times.
Yeah.
And you know
then
what?
The other one.
That is the most ridiculous damn thing in the world. The dog is sitting on the bed right next to her, and the parents don't even acknowledge
don't even
it
pay attention to the
exists.
dog.
It's
Yeah.
the worst.
Yeah. Is the second dog start with a B?
No.
Damn it. M?
Yes. I don't even know why I'm entertaining this.
I don't know. I don't know the answer. What is it?
Mose.
Mose.
Yep.
Damn it.
Toby and Mose.
Both of them making out alive. Good for them.
I got a last question and I got a bonus question.
All right. So I could get to 4, right? No, I'm 2 for 5.
You got Meg's gravy.
I didn't get that first hard
You
one.
got barn burner. Yeah, you're 2 for 5.
I'm 2 for 5. Okay, I need to get this one.
Last one to be for 50-50.
Yeah, I need to get this one.
What is the population of the town of Wakita?
This is hard, so this annoys me. In the facts.
Oh, yeah.
In the facts on my computer, it's 344, but that's not right.
Yep.
That's
you're
not right.
It's not right.
The sign, I believe, says 585. Oh. Is it 581?
It's 585.
It's 585.
You got it right.
Yeah, let's go.
Bonus question. What year was the town of Wakita established?
Oh, I don't know that.
1898. It was also on the sign.
1898. Oh, nice.
I can't believe you got that one.
You can't believe you thought you were going to give me.
I thought I was. I really did.
It's funny. The ones that you think like I would know, I don't fucking know.
The easy one.
And then the ones that you're like, there's no way he would know that.
Dot.
That's like just a random shit.
Dot.
I don't know why. I should have known that. That guy was a real prick. The rival dude.
Okay, since we're through all of that, and we've got some time before we head over on to the snack bar. While we walk over to the snack bar.
Yeah, it was like a little straw.
Let's like meander.
We got some time.
Is that a word that I'm allowed to use, or is it too old of a word for you? Okay, let's just take our time.
You can't blow your hair back if you're meandering.
But let's talk about this movie
as
we walk.
Yeah.
Why did 3 people die in this movie?
What do you mean?
Why? Every death in this movie was avoidable, but only one of them was really warranted.
Are you assuming you mean Joe's dad should have happened? Is that what you mean?
Joe's dad.
Oh, you mean the rival guy?
The rival guy. He was a dick, and he the bad guy. But they kill Joe's dad for no. Like, I mean, he's doing the dumbest possible thing that you could be doing. The door flies off. He's trying to hold this door, right? Against a tornado. This is his choice. He's made. He's going to hold this door shut in a tornado. He gets sucked out. Joe is in that storm shelter.
Yep.
Survives.
Yes.
Fine. Because she's at the back of the storm shelter.
Right. If he just would have not have held the door.
Yeah. If he'd have just been at the back of the storm shelter, he would be fine and alive.
If the wind wouldn't have picked him up and moved him somewhere else.
Yeah. I'm sorry. He's not dead. He just flew somewhere else.
Yeah. We just don't know where he is.
The other 2 happen at the end of the movie.
Right.
Right. And the bad guy dies in a fiery explosion because the car gets lifted and lands and explodes. And one of the doesn't hold up very well CG performances in this movie.
Yeah.
But his driver gets run through with a metal radio tower.
Yeah. Why? What was up with the decision? Why didn't the thing go through the guy? The bad guy.
Why did the guy that was like, well, we probably should listen to him. He wouldn't put us in harm's way. The guy that's been reasonable the whole time gets murdered in the most horrific way.
I'm spitting just reasonable though. Literally, we meet Bill Paxton's character, and he is coming to town to get his ex-wife, well, soon to be, to sign the divorce papers.
Yes.
And then, all it is I'm going to sign those, but first, check out this scientific thing that you wanted to do all of your life but couldn't do, and since you left, I built it.
Yeah.
And not only did I build it, I built fucking 4 of them.
Yeah.
What?
Dude, can we also talk about why did his fiance need to exist in this movie?
I don't get why that needed to happen at all.
The only thing that it does is make him look like a scumbag the entire time.
I don't want to sound like a scumbag, and I don't look at movies like this.
Go on.
But I'm going to tell you this, okay?
This is going to see the light of day?
It is. I found Helen Hunt very attractive in this movie. Okay? My wife scoffed at me. My wife's like, no. And I was like, no, I like her a lot in this movie.
I mean, that makes sense. She was the female lead, and she was made to be.
So sorry, I wasn't done with that
attractive.
Thought.
Yeah.
So yeah, I like her a lot. She's pretty attractive.
Okay, cool. Okay. Let's reel it back a little bit.
Okay, well, fine. I'll reel it back. But you know who I would actually say is the second most attractive in this movie?
Is it Bill Paxton?
No, it's Aunt Meg.
You got Aunt Meg on the brain?
Yeah.
All right.
That fiance, it goes Helen Hunt, Aunt Meg, or Meg, and then the fiance is way
I thought you were
going
to say Mose and then and then the fiance.
No, the fiance, I don't like her. I don't like her at all in this movie.
I think that you weren't supposed to.
No, I know that. But I was kind of like, what is she here? I don't care about you. Let them rekindle their marriage. Get out of here.
That character doesn't, it is the dumbest thing to have her exist.
Yeah, if she doesn't exist, then they just redo the beginning with them looking for the storm. Who cares?
Honestly, too, it could be him going on his own. Are you ever going to sign these divorce papers? That's it. It doesn't. Yeah, it just makes him look bad the entire time. He's rekindling his romance with his ex in front of his current wife or fiance.
It's just strange.
And then the only way that they get out of it is her at the end when she's gonna leave. Is she's like, I'm not even mad. Not even upset.
Oh, I looked at my wife at that point too, and I was like, no relationship ever ends like that shit. That's insane.
This man dragged you to watch him rekindle his romance with his ex,
putting you in harm's way multiple times,
over and over again. And
you're like, well, let's amicably split.
It's
I'm
fine.
not even mad.
I don't even care like that she is a sex therapist, and that that is like she's a therapist. So she
best line of the movie. She didn't marry your penis. Well, she didn't marry only only for your penis. I was like, when she said that, I was like, what?
Yeah, dude. This movie was bonkers.
Sorry,
for that.
last thing. I don't want to talk about sex all the time, but I'll just say like this. I don't know if you caught this. Okay, this movie is rated PG-13.
Yeah, I did.
Okay?
You want to know why I caught it?
Why?
Because when I went to pause this to take a picture for the YouTube,
it came up in the corner.
It came up in the corner, and it wouldn't even let it until I let it play for like 15 seconds, and I had to rewind.
Okay, so listen. It says for sexual content. What's the sexual content in this movie? I don't want to be weird or a pervert, but I'm asking, like, Melissa watched the entire movie with me, and I said to her, what's the sexual content? Is it their kiss at the end, which is literally just a kiss?
So
what?
So Kara looked at me and she said, he copped a feel. Like, at the very end, when he reaches over to check on her, he must, like, graze her chest, and she's like, he copped a feel there. And I was dying when she said that.
Was that? Maybe that's where it came in at.
No, there's no way.
Where else would it, where would it have been?
Them mentioning the word penis. I don't know. I honestly can't tell you where it was supposed to be sexual content.
Could it have been that?
I don't know.
Maybe.
Is that it?
Seems
weird, but that's the only thing I can think of.
That's the bar in 96, bruh. I don't know.
There's nothing sexual.
But I thought that was weird. Yeah, I thought that was odd.
Nothing sexual. I feel like
no.
Yeah. So now that we've talked through a little bit of it, let's go to the snack bar. We can talk a little bit more.
I got one more thing. Sorry, just one more thing.
Can we not get to it during the snack bar?
Just right now. So I loved how like this entire movie was built on the idea that by putting these sensors into the tornado, that they would learn about it, and they said that we will be able to increase the response time before, like to do it better warning from 3 minutes to 15 minutes. That's what they said. The entire movie is built on that. And I was just like, what a stupid, like, also those little balls, they don't fly. Like the Twister picks fucking anything above the ground, but they won't fly unless they all each have an individual propeller that they made, by the way, from Diet Pop cans.
At the end of the movie.
Yeah.
That like so there were so many times that I was like, why you're telling me that it'll pick sticks up off the ground,
but it won't pick the ball
but
up
it won't
unless
pick
as
these?
a propeller.
Yeah,
get the fuck out of here.
That was a problem I had with it. And also they were like, it's not heavy enough. I was like, what do you mean? What does the weight have to do with it lifting it up? It lifted up a tree.
I don't understand.
And like it didn't lift up this container.
Okay, 5 more seconds. The other thing I don't understand is Bill Paxton has a brand new fucking truck.
Yeah.
And like he just literally lets it get the shit beat out of it after she asks him, she's like, do you have insurance? And he's like, liability only. What?
I guarantee you that his ex-fiance is the one that bought that truck for him.
Yeah.
Yeah. And he's just a scumbag. Bill Paxton is a scumbag. That's it.
Yeah.
Not Bill Paxton, the person, but Bill, the actor. And I can't differentiate the two because his name is Bill in the movie.
I didn't like him in this movie, I'll be honest.
I mean, the character is it's so stupid. They do everything you like want to make Joe a victim during the whole movie, and you're supposed to feel bad for her and hope that they get back together. Joe could do so much better.
Joe doesn't need him
than Bill during this whole movie.
Yeah,
but
Joe,
some reason loves him.
You know what Joe needs to do a callback? Joe needs a norm.
Joe needs a norm.
Joe needs a norm.
Everybody needs a norm.
Snack bar time. But Joe needs a norm.
Yeah. Okay. So, did you eat anything fun and exciting while you were watching this?
I did not. I did not eat anything while I watched this film.
I actually had, because it's a little bit warmer out right now, I actually had a bowl of mint chocolate chip ice cream.
Okay.
That's what I had while I was watching this, and my fiance was really mad at me because I didn't get her a bowl, and I offered to give her some of mine, but she refused. So
I see.
Yeah, can't have ice cream without
a little rain.
That's right. Can't get my rainbow without a little rain.
Yeah.
So during this movie, they eat. Well, I think one time they eat like one meal, right?
They eat at Aunt Meg's.
Then that's that's a device to get us to Aunt Meg's, right?
Yeah, I did love her so much in this movie, and I loved her comment. Yeah, I loved her comment when he's like, "Where you get all this beef?"
Oh, Ryker.
She's like, "You see my cows in the front yard?" And he's like, "No." And she's like, "There you go." That's what you, yeah, that was so
like,
funny.
Gotcha.
Yeah, that was hilarious. I love that.
Yeah, dude. I honestly that scene is so like prominent. That's why I was like, there's no way he's not going to get this question. That's why it wasn't the easy ones that like Aunt Meg get it while they, put mashed potatoes on her plate. And there's like Aunt Meg's gravy is famous. It's its own food. It's its own food group.
Last thing on Dusty, I thought Dusty and her were going to get together. That's how I honestly thought the movie was going to end.
Bill's fiance was going to get together.
I thought like at the end they were going to kiss or something.
I thought it was wild when we leave her at the beginning with Dusty. They come back. She's having like a drink out of like a crazy straw with him, like under an umbrella, which I thought was like, this is a weird leap to like. And everybody's like, you left her with Dusty? Like, I was like, does Dusty fuck? Is like, what this is? It's like that why they're worried, or is he crazy? I don't know which one it's supposed to be.
Does Dusty fuck?
But no, during the whole movie, they have that one meal there where they have steak, eggs, and mashed potatoes.
I think that's the three things.
Wait, do they have eggs even?
Gravy. No, I don't know if I don't think we see I think we see an egg on a plate. Okay. And I think we see an egg cracked into the skillet.
Yes, I think that's probably why I'm thinking of it, because like steak and eggs is a thing.
Yeah.
And then, also, I would like to bring up there is a point in this movie where there are just an astronomical amount of chickens running loose in what they're running, and I was like, why are they don't think that they put these chickens away? They wouldn't have put the chickens away if they knew a storm was coming. Like that storm was like raging for a while. They would have had those chickens away.
Yeah.
Anyway,
the horses at the end too. I felt bad for them.
Yeah. Well, they were fine. Everybody else, everything's ripped up.
They just ran away.
They were fine. They outran the tornado.
They outran the mile-wide tornado.
The only other place that they are at, like this is going to be one of my questions. Do you remember what the sign outside of the diner was?
No,
it said barbecue pit or something like that.
Oh,
but that wasn't the name of the diner.
I thought you were going to ask me what their order was, which is going to be the 2 lemonades to go and then a coffee.
2 lemonades and a coffee.
Yeah,
but that was. She didn't even drink the lemonades. But yeah, there's no other food in this, which
I will say, when they're at the drive-in movie, I thought it was funny that you see, just for a split second, but I caught it, Helen Hunt standing in front of the snack bar.
Yeah.
And there's a sign that says nachos. And then in the bottom right corner, it says buy Tostitos. And I was like, Tostitos, hell yeah, brother.
This snack bar brought to you by Tostitos.
Yeah. Could be you, Tostitos. Could be you.
Could be you. So, yeah, not a lot of food. Do you have any recommendations?
I do. So what would I eat with this movie if I was going to be watching it? If I were you people at home, and you've already watched it, so it doesn't matter, but I would say a Blizzard from DQ.
Blizzard from DQ?
Yeah.
Why?
Just any Blizzard.
I didn't ask you what one. I said why.
I just like it as a little fuck you to this Twister. Like, oh, you think I'm going to eat a Twister? No, I'm getting a Blizzard. You shithead. Yeah, that's my answer.
I honestly thought twist cone as well, but that's because my brain was like on ice
Twister?
cream. I ran away from it though. I thought, oh, ice cream, I'm not recommending. Like I had milkshake in the first one. I'm running away from it.
Okay, well, I haven't done it yet, so I'm running to it.
That's fine.
I'm running right to it.
I've been eating a lot of ice cream. Talk about ice cream all the time. Cold Stone, I haven't heard from you. I'm checking my inbox every day.
Yeah.
I want to recommend a twisted lollipop, rainbow lollipop.
Okay.
You've seen those, right? Like
yeah.
The little spiral candy. Yeah. Just a little twister lollipop. That's all I want.
Okay.
I like suckers, so I can deal with that. I'll play with that one.
Okay. Fair enough.
Yeah. You can say Blizzard and F you to Twister, but I'm saying Twister lollipop. Put me in the mindset.
I like the Blizzards. Blizzards are good. They got to be mixed well. But you know, the ones that the DQs by us they do a pretty good job of blizzing it.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they always turn it upside down too, which I like.
They have to. It's part of the rules.
Have you ever caught them not doing it?
If you catch them not doing it,
it's free.
Yeah, you get a free one.
You ever do that though?
No.
I've had it once.
I've never had that happen. What did you do when that happened? Because you're going to sound like an asshole.
I was just going to say, I think they say that because not that many people even have the balls. But I did. I had the audacity. I said, I don't think you turned that upside down. And the girl looked at me. She's like, you're right. Like, she's like, like a little, okay, you're right. Like a little Aunt Meg. Okay.
And then she's like, give me your courage, I guess. And then you're like, And then you drove away. Oh, man.
They're usually pretty good with it, though.
I love it.
Them.
Okay.
Good for them.
So let's get to the ratings.
Wow. That's what I'm going to say. Wow. Okay.
Okay. Number 2 movie in 96.
Number 2 movie 96. IMDb 6.5 out of 10.
Okay.
Rotten Tomatoes 63% from critics. audience rating 58%. Okay.
Not as stellar as last week's
That's
movie.
exactly why I said wow.
Yeah.
That's exactly why I said wow. Do I have to go first because it was your movie?
Yeah, you do, because I went first on yours and you went first on Baby.
Okay. So, okay.
Let it all sink in.
Would I recommend it?
Yeah. Would you recommend it?
Yeah, I would recommend it. It's a stupid, fun movie. Okay. I feel like I shouldn't just recommend it or not recommend it. I feel like I should do my little scale. So I will use. I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it. I would use the example you gave. Didn't blow my hair away. Didn't blow my hair away. Didn't blow my hair back. Didn't blow my hair back. So it was better than I made. It made me feel unwell, but it's not on the like it, love it, gotta have it scale. I love that you hate it, and I'm gonna keep doing it. That's how I feel about it.
I'm gonna find something that you just can't stand, and I'm gonna do it too. And
I'll do that.
why would you keep doing this? What do you mean? Bullshit. We're trying to give it a number.
What do you mean? There's something that I can't stand? What does that even mean?
I said
like
I'm gonna
movie?
find something you can't stand. You've given this a 1 through 5 rating now at this point. Like that's what you're doing by doing that. I'm trying to avoid that.
That's what your interpretation of it is. And for me, it's just it's my scale.
You've given it 5 assigned scale pieces.
Look, listen. You asked me to come on this podcast, and then I can come up with my own little thing, and now you don't like it.
Who's that?
It's just me.
I thought that was like you trying to act like the guy from the 1950s that's saying "blow my hair back."
It didn't blow my hair back. It was. I recommend it. I won't not recommend this. I think it's worth watching.
Okay, I also would recommend it. Not necessarily because I thought it was great. I thought it was also stupid fun. Like I said, though, John DuPont directing it makes me like that kind of explains some things about like things just not like they just were focused on like let's make it look cool and not necessarily is it going to make sense at all, because it doesn't. There's so many instances where they could get those stupid balls in the air and it just doesn't happen. Like the fact that they're not always just, why would you ever drive with the thing latched down?
I'm confused. Yeah.
Why would you not have the hood on that thing open all of the time, and then the balls could fly up into the air into the twister whenever the twister like went to pick them up 4 times in this movie? Instead, we have to drive a truck into a green screened 5. I think the green screen was like atrocious on that at the end. I'd noticed like around like the barometer that was on the truck and stuff. Like it was like the color was definitely like they scanned some stuff out. Yeah. But just the fact that they did. Also, I was like, I thought it was ridiculous that they made it like the twister was an animal that was hunting Joe and her family.
Yeah,
that was weird to me. But like again, it's fun. They actually apparently this is another fact. I think they used some animal noises in the twisters to kind of make them sound.
I read it was a camel, and
then there was rumors that there was like a lion or something that growled during the F5. Yeah, that's right. You heard me right. The tornado growled at them.
There were rumors.
Well, nothing confirmed.
Oh my god.
So
that's great.
So yeah, I'd recommend it for some stupid fun. Shut your brain off, watch it. I was watching it with my fiance, and one thing she said was she's like, it was not boring. It was not slow. It was constantly something was happening. And a lot of movies now are just slow and nothing really. It's just like a very slow burn.
It's bit, then delay, bit delay, bit delay. Yeah.
Most of the time it's
something
delay, something happens, delay, end of the movie. Like something big happens, end of movie.
Sure.
There's a lot of movies that are doing that, and it sucks because you just like there are good movies that have that. That works. You can do a slow burn. Like Collateral is a good movie like that. But there are like the slow burns are intense the whole time. But most of the time, movies are just getting boring now. And this wasn't boring. This was like fun the whole time. I wouldn't recommend it to anybody that wants something that's going to make sense. And that's going to like, really, like you're going to be sitting here like trying to analyze this movie. Don't do that. You're just going to hurt yourself.
You really are.
You're going to hurt
because you're going to have to think really hard.
Yeah.
To think that this shit makes sense.
You're going to have to be doing some Terrence Howard math where 1 × 1 is 2. And that's not going to work here. So yeah, I'd recommend it. I think it's fun. I think we add it to the recommended list, maybe with a little asterisk that says you're looking for some fun.
Yeah,
like I feel like there's qualifiers here, and I don't want to. I feel like there's not going to be a lot of movies we're not going to recommend. unless of course it's boring and just like I can't recommend it without feeling bad. You know what I mean? Like this, I feel like you could watch it and at least enjoy it one time. Or if you don't enjoy it, it's not a complete waste of your time.
I will say though, okay, little callback here. Came out the same year as Fargo.
Yes.
Okay. Completely different movies about completely different things.
Yeah.
In my opinion, watching both, I feel like Fargo has held up better than Twister has.
Held up, yes, because there wasn't a bunch of green screen and like action happening in Fargo. There's most of it's just practical effects.
Sure. Yeah.
There's nothing in there that wouldn't hold up, is what I would say.
Yeah, I understand. But I just like, I'm like, oh, okay.
And
like, I don't know.
I will say it makes sense to me that this movie made more money than Fargo.
Oh, yeah, of course.
This is action. Actually, that was one thing I didn't look up. I really wanted to. We were in a series. There was a series of movies that were like, I would say disaster based, but like weather based. Like there was a movie with Tommy Lee Jones called Volcano, which was a volcano sprouts up in the middle of New York. And like essentially they're being attacked by a volcano. Like there was like disaster movies coming out around this like period of time. I got to look it up to see what it was exactly, but this kind of hit in that area, and I was like, man, I'm kicking myself for not looking it up, so I apologize. But yeah, I'd recommend. I think it's fun. So
fun.
We add it to the list, and we move on to the next movie, which is going to be.
This is my pick.
Yes,
my
that's
pick.
why I'm teeing you up.
So we're gonna go and we're gonna watch a movie that I don't know has gotten the attention that it really deserves, despite being out for 18 years.
Okay.
We're going to go to 2006. We're going to watch the Nolans, The Prestige.
I thought you meant like New Orleans when you said it.
Nolans?
Nolans.
Zatarans. So that's my default response when someone says New Orleans.
Is Zatarans a brand of chips?
No, it's rice. It's rice.
Oh.
Yeah.
I think I'm thinking of Zappos.
Yeah. What the hell?
Sorry.
Yeah.
Whoopsies.
No. Zatarans is a rice. Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Their jambalaya is good.
It's got Christian Bale and Hugh Jackman. Scarlett Johansson.
Christian Bale.
Oh man.
Are you gonna sleep on the other actor that's in that movie?
No. Who? Michael Caine.
Michael Caine.
Yeah, he's also in that too.
Very
prominently.
Very well-known actor.
Correct. Yeah.
But yeah, I think I'm gonna enjoy that one. Mainly because I liked it when it came out. I don't think I've watched it since it came out though.
Yeah, I haven't watched it for a long time.
That seems to happen with a lot of these. But yeah, I look forward to talking to you about it.
Hey, you know what you talk about getting in and out? We're in and out. We're under an hour. We're looking at the timer right now.
That's
we got 2 minutes.
That's so much better than the last time.
Yes.
But you know what we can use that 2 minutes to do, Brenden?
What can we do?
I believe it's called a call to action.
It's a call to action.
Yeah, where we asked you to go and you like the podcast, comment, subscribe, do that thing for us because we really, really would appreciate it. It would help us out a bunch.
And we think that our show is good for people.
And
it's good for people.
And I think that if we get enough likes, we're gonna get a response from Cold Stone. And I got to tell you, I'm looking forward to it.
I got to tell you, our podcast actually is its own food group. Okay?
That's
and it is good for you.
So
it will improve your life.
Go to Spotify, go like the podcast, do all that fun stuff. You can go onto Instagram. We're the recommended pod. Yeah, recommended podcast on there. We've got a couple different ones. So the recommended podcast on Instagram, the recommended pod on YouTube,
and X, which was Twitter,
and is and then we have the Facebook page. The recommended podcast.
Are we just gonna say X, which was Twitter, forever? I think we have to.
What do you do whenever you post on there?
I don't know.
What do you call it? Do you call it a tweet? I tweeted, or do you say I posted?
I don't know. I actually don't know the answer to that.
I don't know.
I don't know either.
This is science that I haven't figured out yet.
X'd.
I think this science makes less sense than the science in this movie.
That's true.
All right. So The Prestige next week. Go recommend, pass this on to a friend, an enemy. I don't care. Just go up and just scream the recommended podcast at them, and maybe they come listen to it. Maybe they don't. I don't know.
But they might. And that's good.
That's all we need.
That's all we need.
Much appreciated for listening, and we'll catch you guys next week to talk about The Prestige.
Talk about some magicians.
Is that what it's about?
It's about magicians. Oh my God. Yep.